Debate on the power bill begins in the House of Assembly. A mistrial for an MP and fires rage in Abaco. Good evening, this is Jcn News. I'm Julian Reed. The way power is generated in the Bahamas is about to change, starting with the laws to govern the energy industry. But there are a whole lot of other reforms needed to lower the cost of electricity in the country and to ensure its efficiency. But Prime Minister Philip Davis says they must first finance over $1 billion to save BPL and fix the deteriorating electrical grid. He said more in his contribution on the electricity bill and natural gas bill 2024 in the House of Assembly today.
The BPL we inherited from our predecessors was in serious crisis. The BPL we inherited from our predecessors was in serious crisis.
The truth.
$500 million in debt.
Wow. 500 million?
$500 million.
Wow.
With experts telling us we need another $500 million in capital investments to rescue and then modernize a grid on the verge of collapse. That's more than $1 billion just to get BPL back on track.
Reforms under the new electricity bill focus on solar energy as a power source and expanding the presence of renewable energy throughout the country. Prime Minister Davis says designing and introducing a new grid integrated with solar energy and resistant to outages and hurricanes will reduce the cost of electricity for Bahamians in the long run.
And that we need to put the days of tinkering at the margins, the days of Band-Aids and temporary fixes behind us. We need system-wide change because in order to reduce the cost of electricity for consumers, we need a grid that is well-designed, effective, and efficient. Frankly, our grid is at the end of its life.
Davis maintains the country's present electrical grid is what has caused electrical bills to continue to surge, with the only solution being investments into that antiquated system. Well, it was over before it hardly began, at least for now. Testimony in the trial of North Abaco MP Kirk Cornish just got underway this week, but today it ended in mistrial. Justice Renee McKay said it had come to her attention that one of the 9 jurors had a close connection to the opposition leader Michael Pintard. McKay discharged the jury and adjourned the matter to May 8th for a fixture hearing. Cornish is accused of raping, assaulting, and threatening to kill an ex-girlfriend last year. The Central Bank of the Bahamas quarterly economic review has revealed that the country is not only experiencing advanced economic recovery, but also steady growth. At the quarterly economic press briefing on Monday, Central Bank Governor John Roll noted the country's economic rebound and growth over the first quarter.
Indications are that the Bahamian economy expanded at a more moderated pace in the first quarter of 2024 when compared to the same period in 2023. This signaled the completion of the recoveries from both COVID-19 and Hurricane Dorian. The economy is also experiencing more slowed inflation and gradually improving domestic credit conditions. Growth is projected to continue in the medium term, but more in line with potential that is slightly less than 2% per annum.
Mr. Roll says despite slowed growth in the tourism sector, the central bank projections point to growth in line with the economic recovery.
Earnings growth tempered during the first quarter. This was as expected, since visitor arrivals had already regained and surpassed pre-pandemic levels. Although hotel room capacity was more constraining in the stopover sector, healthy average pricing increases were still evident for accommodations, helping to support the inflow boost. Over the quarter, the projected vacation rental returns also expanded due to improved pricing and increased sales volumes.
Governor Roll says there are risks with ongoing conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine, potentially constraining international trade and controlling foreign central bank interest rates, effectively stalling tourism demand. New bus fares came into effect for New Providence and Grand Bahama today. Caitlin Babb has the details.
New bus fares coming into effect today, May 1st, for residents of New Providence and Grand Bahama. Talks of bus fare increases have circulated for quite some time, but now the fares are official and are in accordance with communications delivered in the House of Assembly by the Minister of Energy and Transport, JoBeth Colby Davis. In New Providence, the fares will range from 50 cents to $2.50 for rides from downtown to anywhere beyond Compass Point. Included in that raise are senior citizens and disabled individuals who will pay 75 cents, primary school students who will pay 50 cents, and secondary school students who will pay $1.25. In Grand Bahama, fares are ranging from $1.50 from anywhere in the city of Freeport to $10.25 from downtown to McLeanstown. And the fare increases mean good news for bus drivers in the country, and the raises follow the introduction of a new code of conduct for public transportation drivers, introduced just this year. The last increase in omnibus fares was in October of 2008. The Ministry of Transport wishes to advise residents that they are committed to improving the quality of service in the transportation industry for the benefit of all Bahamians. For Jcn News, I'm Caitlin Babb.
More news on JCN right after this.